So I'm going to turn off my host voice and turn on my ghost voice and talk to my wife.
All right, go.
If I could find somebody who is so divine, but not divine, someone who's so amazing, I've always thought to myself, if I could find somebody that touches my soul and actually could change who I am, I really wonder. As I lived my life, honestly, I lived my life wondering the very thing. Yeah. But my escapades did not reach a certain crescendo that I wanted. They were all hags. Something special happened.
I agree.
Something special happened. On Facebook, it said,
Hey, Chris.
look at Chris. The point was, I was thirsty. I was scrolling. Something happened. And it wasn't quite what I thought, because who she had on her timeline was not who I thought she was. As I scrolled on and looked, I finally found something. My brother has a song, I finally found the one. Finally found the one. Is that Jerry? I found a picture of her in it was, hold on, a tan corset? I was like, oh, that's Charity. Let me tell you something. You damn skippy, bro. You damn skippy. I was thirsty as hell. But when I found it, I knew. I was like, oh. You don't understand, like, how long I looked for this woman. No, it wasn't just a woman. It was this woman. See, because I spoke to her back when I was 17. And I understood her description of life. I understood her concept of relationships. You get that? Y'all get that? For real? Like, seriously. I talked to her. It's one thing when you run into an individual in your life and you encounter them and you don't know what's going on. This wasn't a swipe right or swipe left type situation. This was a situation where I knew who she was, and I was glad to find her again. Spent 17 years looking for her. Good, you should be concerned, like, okay, Chris, are you sure who you're talking? Yes, I know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Charity. I literally, how can I say this? Like, that's okay. The point was, when I said, I would drive all so that I could be with you. That traveling road that people walk upon, they thought to themselves, why would you do this? Well, because I know who she is. I know who she is already. We have already adopted a relationship and a conversation. And that conversation says, you are amazing. Back when I was 17 years old, I was wise enough to know this is who I wanted to be with, but I was also wise enough to know that she was already in a relationship. And I respected her relationship. We talked about things, and she was pregnant. And the beautiful thing that came out of that pregnancy was divine. But I already knew her. I knew her because I had put her in the car seat before all of my other kids. Here we are today, and we can look at each other and say, it's been an amazing road. I could say it's divine intervention, but I would say it's divine inception, because divine came literally incepting back into my life. I did not think they were ever going to come back here again, but they actually did. And as I sit here today, I actually sit here and roll with Charity on a daily basis, and I have to be honest, it's a road, because I actually spend a lot of time with my beautiful wife, and because we both run businesses, we're not 9-to-5ers, and I think you should understand that a difference between a 9-to-5er and a business owner is that we do this every day as a business owner. 9 to 5, you can shut it down, you can go to sleep, you can forget about it, say, I don't care about if their business fails or not. For business owners, we have to go this every day. No matter when we wake up, I think Crown. When she wakes up, she thinks Indian Girl Entertainment. When I wake up, I think Indian Girl Entertainment. When she wakes up, she thinks Crown. And this right here, this is her dream. And this is why there's dream models. This is why there's Indian Girl Entertainment. This is the reason why there's Crown Contracting. Because if one doesn't happen, the other doesn't happen, because we will fund the other. Because guess what? This dream will come true. And guess what? As I live and breathe, as I have blood in my body, I will make her dreams come true. Because have you ever seen anything so divine, so beautiful, so crushing as this woman right here? It's impossible to imagine. Yes, I promise you, while you guys are all sleeping, she's still working. But you guys all need her. And guess what? This is the reason why she has made it to 40. Yes, you have drove her crazy while she's trying to accomplish 40. That you guys will all accomplish your goals, because as you connect to her, she will make things happen. And I've said it once before. This is a person that you connect with and you stay with, you abide by, you abide with them. This is not a person that the devil sent you. This is a person that God has sent you. I'm sorry, this is my spirit man speaking. This is a person that God has sent you. And I can't say nothing else. God has designed this woman to walk into your life.
Okay, so I'll try to keep it short and nice. I want to thank you all for coming out. I have very different relationships with each and every one of you. From doing business with you guys, to being family, to living with me, to thriving with me, and working with me. So I just don't want y'all to forget, this is the 19th anniversary of Indian Girl Entertainment.
19.
I was 21 years old. I decided in 1999 I was going to throw my 21st birthday party. And I only invited 30 people. And that's when the police decided to shut Freaknik down. So we didn't have internet. We didn't have cell phones. I think I had a pager. Did I have that pager?
About this.
Yeah, so I think I had a pager. So yeah, so I put out flyers. So word of mouth got around, Freaknik shut down, let's go over here. I rented out someone's house to throw this party. I made all the food, did everything, and over 300 people showed up at my party unexpectedly. So, but I had all these different things going on at the party. People enjoyed themselves, and they talked about it for years to come. And people started asking me to plan their party. So that's really how Indian Girl Entertainment started. We did not get the name until 2001 because people did not know my nationality. Every time I look in the mirror, I see a black woman. So I did not understand why people would ask me where I was from. So one day God said, we're just going to call you Indian Girl, red dot or feather, it doesn't matter. You're just going to be Indian Girl. And it stuck. And so we went from, I went from event planning to adding bartending to photography to promotional modeling to calendar sales to it's grown, and we took some stuff away, put something in, but it kept going. It just kept going. And when I married Chris, I will honestly say he made me understand about how to take risks. And so I took risks with him in his business, and then like he said, we fund each other's business. It was a plan. We're going to put everything into Crown this year. Next year, when Crown is here, we're going to put everything into Indian Girl Entertainment, and then growth will flourish. And that's what we did. And that's when you have a relationship that's not just a marriage, it's a partnership all the way around. I rode with this man every day. We was around each other sun up to sun down. Every day. I was picking up shingles and doing whatever he needed me to do in his business. You need me here. You don't have to work for XYZ. You got me now. We can do this together. And so we put in the hard work, and then we rolled into Indian Girl. He does hate it. He does not like doing any of this stuff for Indian Girl Entertainment, but he's a hard worker. So when he shows up, all my clients are like, oh yeah, where's Chris at? You need to bring Chris back. You know, you need to bring, I'm like, oh, you don't really want to work. Okay. I appreciate him for always having my back. We do argue, we do fight, we do go back and forth. It's not a perfect marriage. Everybody has disagreements, and I feel like we are true to it. Plug Atkins Real Life. If you want to see what it's really about, go to YouTube. Yeah. Atkins Real Life. I wish my mom was here, so. But I do have my wonderful dad that's here.
Yeah, Daddy Lover.
But yeah, my dad has worked my business. He's worked Chris' business because he believes in us. And it's great to have your parents believe in what you're doing. Everybody said things like, I take you in, I try to help you out. It's because of my mom. She told me I was selfish. And that's how it started. She said, y'all know my mama, INDNGRL. And I'm crying about it, it's funny, but I was like, man, that really hurt my feelings. She was like, you are so selfish. Do you know what your name is? You are not living up to your name. And it was like, ding. Like, where did my name come from? You know, my name is Charity. Charity Grace. 1 Corinthians chapter 13.
There you go.
I suffer long and hard, but I give 100%. And it's like, Mom, I'm going to live up to that name, and I'm going to be graceful when I do it. I'm not graceful, y'all. Y'all already know that.
Graceful girl.
I'm not graceful, but you know, it stuck with me that I wasn't selfish. I just like to take care of things. And I felt like people were taking advantage of me, even as a kid. So I kept my stuff to myself. And when she said I was selfish, I started, I'm gonna get you your own. I'm gonna help you find your own. Because I don't want you to take mine, but I will definitely help you get your own so you don't take mine. You know, it was a strain on my life, but I want to see people happy. I want to see people thrive. I don't want to see somebody on the street. So yes, we took in, like Devon said, my kids are wonderful.
Here we go.
My kids, not just my daughter and my son. Because they've been through so much. They've seen so many people come in our lives. And Devon, I think she shared her room with everybody. Grown women, babies, you know, it's just everybody. It's like, okay, my son did the same thing. He always opens up to any kid that comes in. He loves family, and my daughter loves family. She loves her friends. She wants to help her friends, and I want to help her friends too. We want to see people thrive. Chris, he loves mentoring kids as well. So that's something we share. We are hard workers. This is one of the few men that I know that will go out there and get his hands dirty, and he doesn't have to. I try to teach my kids that, you know, don't follow the crowd, you follow God first. If God tells you it's the right thing to do, you do what God wants you to do. Don't do what your friends are doing. Don't go out there and do this, that, and the other. Be this type of person. Be your own person. Stand up, be different. I don't mind standing out. I don't mind being different. I am a little, I'm going to use the B word, bossy. That I was a single parent for a long time. And I ran a business by myself where I had to work with men. And men didn't take me seriously because it's always about if they can sleep with you or not. And I wasn't the one to be played with. So I was very sharp. I was very on point when I talked to them. And that kind of get like, this is what I want, this is how I want it, please do it that way. Thank you, ma'am. Hallelujah. I really appreciate all you guys for coming out and supporting Charity and Indian Girl Entertainment. Again, it's 19 years that I've been doing this. And I love you guys. Everybody says she's like a mother, but I like the other N-word, mentor, because I'm not old enough to be y'all mom. Come on. I'm not old enough. I'm like 25. But if I'm hard on you, it's because I see something in you, and I'm trying to push you to be better and do better. And I want you to have your own company. So that's what we do here. We do push you guys to excellence and have a great work ethic. I'm glad to see 40.